Over the past few days, I've had a thought that I haven't been able to get out of my head. And it's a thought that's rooted in a favorite game of mine from when I was little, the game Chutes and Ladders. And if you remember, right, there's a board that has 100 squares in it. Some of those squares have chutes or slides that if you land on them, they bring you back closer to the beginning. And other squares have ladders that take you further on in the game. And it struck me that that is an apt metaphor for life. And really what differentiates how we play that game day to day is our level of awareness. And the way I see it, and I'd love for you to push back or share other perspectives, but the way I see it is that there are 4 distinct levels of awareness. And through those awarenesses, there are 4 different ways that we can play the game. And the first level of awareness is what I call the bystander. And that's the level of awareness. And we've all been there, and likely some of us are still there in certain areas of our life. But that bystander level is, well, in our heads, someone else is rolling the dice for us. And when we land on certain squares, those squares sometimes take us down, right? Sometimes bring us up. And if we happen to land on a chute, we're disappointed. If we happen to land on a ladder, we're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. That's so great. But we don't really know why that's happening to us. We don't feel like we really have influence over it. The second level is what I call the apprentice level. And that's where we start to see behind the scenes a little bit, like an apprentice in life, right? They start to see how the game works, but they don't feel like they're able to influence it. So let me give you an example of these first 2 levels from a client I was speaking to last week. And we were talking and they had this epiphany of there was a certain look that when they see it on another person's face, they internalize that look as that person thinks that I'm an idiot. And what that leads to is them going down this chute to where they don't share any of their ideas because they think the other person thinks they're an idiot. And it's interesting, as we dug into that, what they realized was that was rooted in a look a teacher gave them where they actually basically said, I think you're an idiot, back in 5th or 6th grade. And as an apprentice, you start to see, oh my gosh, back in 5th or 6th grade, I actually constructed that chute. And every time I get that look now, up to this point, I've been sliding down every time I see that expression. In level 1, I just see that expression and I go down the chute. In level 2, I start to realize, oh man, I'm the one who constructed that chute, just like I'm the one who constructed these other ladders that help get me higher. But at level 2, I feel like I still don't have choice. When I land on the chutes, I go down. When I land on the ladders, I go up, but I don't feel like I have really a say in it. That's what brings us to level 3. And level 3 is what I call the journeyman, right? So not an apprentice, right? But I'm learning not only how the game works, but that I have some choice in it. I start to realize that, yeah, I might be getting that look from someone right now. And so all of a sudden the chute has appeared before me, but I don't have to slide down that chute. I can stay right here. Just like if I land on a square and there's a ladder there, I can climb it or I can stay right here. That's totally up to me. That's the level 3. So there's more choice, there's more opportunity. Level 4, and this is the level that I call the architect, is not only do you understand that you constructed this, right? You also understand that you don't have to go down the chutes, nor do you have to climb the ladders. But at this level, you also see that you can continue to construct the board as you choose. So while you might be getting that look from someone and the chute appears in front of you, you can also build a ladder there as well and see that as an opportunity for growth, see that as an opportunity to exhibit a different behavior and yield a different outcome. All of a sudden, you influence the board that you're playing in. I'm curious, as you're listening to this, where you see these different levels of awareness in your life. And in those areas where you feel more around that level one, the bystander, how you might be able to shift your perspective to where you see how that was constructed and how you might be able to make different choices. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you if things come up that you'd like to talk through. So thanks for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you.